Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another cover challenge for my favorite magazine, Bake from Scratch. And today we've got the Irish coffee cake, just in time for St. Patrick's Day. So this recipe is great for beginners. Simple ingredients, simple steps, and it allows for some freedom and creativity in a couple of the ingredients. So let's get to baking. So let's go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 degrees. You're also going to need a 9-inch squared baking pan. I don't have one, so I'll be using my 9x13 pan and, of course, some parchment paper. Now, on our standard mixer, we're going to go ahead and add a full cup of sugar and half a cup of butter right in here. We're going to go ahead and beat it to a medium to high speed. We'll know when it's ready when it's nice and fluffy. The butter was not melted enough, but that's okay. Once everything is nice and fluffy, we're going to go ahead and add our eggs one at a time. Beat until it's well mixed. And now for our dried ingredients. So in a medium bowl, we're going to go ahead and add our 2 cups of all-purpose flour, our 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. And we'll just whisk it around and have a little bit of fun while we do it. Just gonna whisk. It's not the same anymore like the first time, but so we just gotta make sure that we whisk it really well. Now onto our wet ingredients. So we'll need 2 1/3 cup of buttermilk. Lovely. 2 tablespoons of our espresso powder, half a teaspoon of coffee extract, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Ooh, a little heavy on that one too. It's all right. It's all gonna come out perfectly. It's gonna taste amazing, I promise. And then of course our Irish whiskey. Smells so good. So we're just going to whisk this until the espresso powder has dissolved, or at least half of it. Because we're not going to be able to really get it all dissolved, but you can try. Or it's just going to look like this, a bit grainy, which it's how I did it last time and it turned out well. And now for the fun part, mixing it all together. Always beginning and ending with our dry ingredient. So let's do it. And all right, so this has mixed in beautifully. Now onto our strudel. Streusel. It's streusel, right? And now for the streusel. In a food processor, you want to go ahead and mix some of those ingredients. I don't have a food processor, but a Ninja works just as fine. So let's go ahead and put our 1 cup 3/4 flour, our 1 cup of brown sugar, our cinnamon, and our 2 tablespoons of espresso powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Let's cover that bad boy up, and then we pulse it. We pulse it together maybe like about 10 times. All right. That looks really good. So now we're just gonna go ahead and add our butter and 1 tablespoon of whiskey. Yeah, 1 tablespoon of whiskey. and our butter. Let's go ahead. All right, so we pulse it until we get this beautiful kind of chunky, kind of sandy type finish. And that right there is our streusel. So now, all right guys, now with our pan, we're gonna go ahead and just spray it a little bit. Along with our parchment paper, we're gonna go ahead and put our parchment paper in. Perfect. Spray it one more time for just safe measures. And now we pour on our first layer of our cake batter. With an offset spatula, we're going to go ahead, just kind of spread a little bit. Next, we want to go ahead and kind of sprinkle a little bit of the streusel. So next, we want to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of the streusel. This smells so good, guys. All right. All right, now that I've pretty much put the rest of the streusel on top of our cake, we're gonna just go ahead and put it in the oven. It should take about 40 to 45 minutes of baking. The Irish coffee cake is out of the oven, and now we get to do the espresso sugar that we're going to sprinkle on top once it cools. We'll need 1 cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of espresso powder, and we're going to put it into our food processor. For me, it's my Ninja, but bear with me. Ooh. So let's go ahead, put this together. And we just pulse it until it's mixed well. And I think that should do it. It looks perfect. Well guys, here it is, the Irish coffee cake. Now all we need to do is get some of that sugar that we made and sprinkle right on top. And now the taste test. Ooh. Edges are the best. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. 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 You guys are really gonna have fun making this, and your house is gonna smell like coffee for days. This is an amazing Irish whiskey coffee cake that you're gonna enjoy. I think it's gonna be perfect for St. Patrick's Day, or anytime you guys wanna hang out with your friends or lovers. And yeah, so I'll see you guys on the next cover bake challenge. And until then, see you guys later. Bye. And I'm gonna take this to go.